I'm Principal Shi. Welcome back to our classroom. Today, we'll be learning about photosynthesis, leaf structure, internal and external, and the adaptations of a leaf. Photosynthesis is the process where green plants manufacture carbohydrates using raw materials, CO2, H2O, and sunlight, to make glucose and oxygen. Plants are autotrophs, also called producers, which means they make their own food. The balanced chemical equation is 6CO2 plus 6H2O equals C6H12O6 plus 6O2, which is carbon dioxide added with water, which equals glucose and oxygen. The uses for glucose that plants use it for are combining it with nitrates from the soil to make amino acids and make proteins, used for respiration, converted into fats and oils, converted into cellulose for cell walls, converted to sucrose, then stored, converted to starch, then stored. Now, I'll give you a few questions to test your understanding. What does the glucose combine with to make amino acids? What are 5 things that glucose can be converted to? What is the word equation for photosynthesis? The answers are nitrates from the soil, fats, oils, cellulose, sucrose, and starch. Carbon dioxide added with water equals glucose and oxygen. Investigating starch and sites of photosynthesis in leaves. Place a leaf in a beaker with boiling water to kill the leaf, denaturing the enzymes inside to stop all photosynthetic activity. Then take the leaf out, place in a tube that is in boiling water with ethanol, keeping the tube in the beaker from step 1. Then switch off the Bunsen burner. Ethanol is highly flammable. Leaf is kept in ethanol to remove the chlorophyll. Then remove the leaf from ethanol, wash in warm water to soften the leaf. Finally, spread the leaf on a white backdrop, add a few drops of iodine, and wherever the color changes, photosynthesis is there. And by color changing, I mean turning into blue-black. If it changes into orange, then that's just the natural color of iodine, so that doesn't count. There are 3 types of results that you can get. The first type is if the leaf was green and taken from direct sunlight, the leaf would have turned blue-black, all of it, because of starch's presence. The second type of result is if the leaf was destarched, which means placed in darkness for over 24 hours, it will stay golden brown, the natural color of iodine, because of the lack of the starch present. The final and third result type is if the leaf was variegated, which means it has different colors, only the previously green parts would become blue-black, because the green parts can photosynthesize, since the chlorophyll that contains chloroplasts is the green pigment, and if it isn't green, then there wouldn't be chlorophyll. I'll give you a few questions to test your understanding. Number 1, why do we need to switch off the Bunsen burner once we put the ethanol into the tube? Number 2, why do we need to put the leaf in boiling water at the start? The answers are because ethanol is highly flammable, and because we need to denature the enzymes inside the leaf to stop all photosynthesizing that was going on. Now, I'll tell you about the external structure of a leaf. Here you can see the midrib, which is the long line that goes through the leaf, the lamina, which is like the body of a leaf, the apex, which is the tip of a leaf, the petiole, which is the midrib that is poking out of this leaf, the base, and the margin, which is like the base, and the veins, which are the vein-like structures that are seen on the leaf. Now, I will tell you what each thing does. The petiole holds the leaf upright. The midrib is the main vein. The veinlets, the smaller veins, bring water to the leaf. The leaf has a large surface for maximum exposure to sunlight. As you can tell, leaves are very evolved for photosynthesis. I'll give you 3 questions to test your understanding. What does the petiole do? Why does the leaf have a large surface? What do veinlets do? The answers are, the petiole holds the leaf upright. The leaf has a large surface area to have as much surface area as possible to maximize the leaf's exposure to sunlight. And the final answer is bringing water to the leaf. The internal structure of a leaf is, at the top there's a cuticle, underneath that there's an upper epidermis, underneath that there's a palisade mesophyll, and then after that there's a spongy mesophyll. There's at the bottom lower epidermis, and You can see where there are guard cells, and stoma isn't actually a part of a leaf, it's just the spaces between the guard cells. Now I'll tell you what each function does, what each structure does, and the function of it. The cuticle prevents evaporation of water and protects the leaf from germs. The upper epidermis is transparent to let maximum sunlight to pass. The Palisade mesophyll contains lots and lots of chloroplasts to maximize sunlight and therefore more photosynthesis. Spongy mesophyll contains lots of airspace, so more gas exchange can occur. The lower epidermis contains the guard cell. The guard cell itself contains spaces between them called stoma. It controls whether the stoma is open or whether it's closed. The stoma, you might have heard the word stomata, but stomata is plural and stoma is singular. It lets the oxygen out and carbon dioxide in, so it also helps with photosynthesis. It isn't just a hole. I'll give you 3 questions to test your understanding. What is the function of the cuticle? What structure has the function of containing lots and lots of chloroplasts to maximize photosynthesis and sunlight intake? What is the function of the guard cells? The answers are preventing the evaporation of water and protecting the leaf from microorganisms / germs. Number 2, Palisade mesophyll. And number 3, containing space between each other, called stoma, controls when they're open and closed. Now I'll tell you the adaptations that a leaf has for photosynthesis. The Palisade layer is packed with chloroplast. The upper epidermis is transparent to let light through the Palisade layer. The leaf has a broad shape to increase surface area to catch more light. The leaf is thin to allow rapid diffusion for gas exchange. The spongy layer has airspace to allow maximum gas exchange. The leaf has lots and lots and lots of stomata to allow lots of gas exchange. The leaf has guard cells to control whether or not the stomata are open or closed, because you don't want the stoma to always be closed or always open. The cuticle is waxy to minimize evaporation. Now I'll give you a few questions to test your understanding. Number 1, what adaptation does the epidermis have? Number 2, what adaptation does the Palisade layer have? Number 3, what has the adaptation of having lots of airspace to maximize gas exchange? The answers are, for number 1, transparent, let light through to the Palisade mesophyll layer. The answer to number 2 is being packed with chloroplasts. The answer to number 3 is the spongy mesophyll layer. And that is it for today's video. Please like and subscribe if you learned something new. 3, 2, 1.